me, what we bring to the table is our unique perspective as women leaders, the empathy that we bring into our leadership roles, and the collaborative approach that we also bring to the table.
Yeah. It's in our DNA.
MNP is really one major initiative, not only for Smart, but the rest of the telcos. So how did you, being part of the MNP team, was able to contribute in terms of making that project work and making Smart take the lead in terms of the MNP?
That's a great question, Reens, kasi my first thought was, naku patay, ang hirap nito. It's going to be very, very challenging because it's one thing to have to work closely with different teams within the organization, but it's also another thing to have to work closely with people from your direct competitors.
Yes.
I remember the first meeting, they just asked me, can you join us? It was nerve-wracking in a sense, but also very, very exciting. We were really focused on the goal, and the objective was to really provide our customers and all the, the communities here, the power of choice. MNP project really proved, we can work closely even with competitors.
Yeah.
You just set your eyes on the goal and anything's possible.
Another major project that we really embarked. For me personally, yung SIM registration is really very critical and important.
Yeah, it was really a chance actually for us to get to know our prepaid customers at the onset. It's a chance for us to protect our customers as well from those fraudsters and scammers. Although a lot has yet to be done in terms of the
I know it's
phishing,
not yet,
but it's a way forward for us to be able to combat that.
Big step already. So you have a very interesting role here in PLDT and Smart. I know you've been with the company for just 2 years, but you're now the liaison for PSAC, or the Private Sector Advisory Council. How exciting is that for you? And how has that helped PLDT and Smart be at the forefront of digitalization in the country?
So, as the PLDT liaison in PSAC, I am tasked to spearhead the digital initiatives on behalf of PLDT. So this means, we are working towards nation building in the sense that we really want to make sure that we expand our network of coverage so that we reach the far-flung areas. We try to address the typical problems of Filipinos. It's critical for us to deliver uninterrupted internet services and the technology to make sure that, the education never stops. That is a kind of impact that our company has in nation building and improving the lives of the Filipinos.
Exactly. And once we're able to connect the whole country and provide, data connectivity even in far-flung areas, we provide opportunities as well to these people because they can have more opportunities to educate themselves online. So it really creates a lot of opportunities.
Yung mga far-flung areas. Kasi yun talaga yung we really need to reach, to give the hope. That's really critical. Government kasi cannot do it alone. It really takes a whole village or a whole nation to have that dream ng government realized.
How do you think the landscape for women has changed in the telco, corporate world, or in the tech industry?
Well, currently, we're seeing now more women leaders in the top management posts of telco and tech companies. Well, compared to 20 plus years ago,
Like 99%.
network, IT, but now we're even legal, for example. So we're seeing now more women leaders rising up and being part of our top management team, particularly here in PLDT and Smart.
And in general, it's nice to see a lot of women venturing into IT and engineering. It's no longer just a course for females. So there's no gender bias anymore. There's in the PLDT group. You can really see women at different levels in the organization and different groups.
Ako naman, because yun nga, engineering yung background ko, never naman na my network male colleagues felt na kami parang second class.
Siguro yun lang din, siguro parang one of the concerns of women, diba? That while, diba, equal treatment and all of that, but then the expectation then for women leaders is to still be like men in terms of approach. So being more bold, aggressive, being more straightforward, which for some women diba, does not come
Yeah,
naturally.
Because we're naturally nurturing.
Nurturing, warm,
It's our unique
collaborative.
character.
Some
Yeah.
are soft-spoken.
Yeah,
Ako
yeah.
lang hindi.
Yes, it's really breaking down that notion that, diba, for women to be leaders, kailangan, diba,
Harsh, yeah.
bold and aggressive. So I guess
There's still
a
some,
lot
of course, pa. Improvement pa.
to improve,
Agree.
and for us to be able to see more women leaders at the top, having those different characteristics
Yeah.
from the usual, diba, male characteristics that they're looking for. For me, even with the different teams, I guess my biggest contribution would really be providing that environment, that nurturing environment for our people, so that they will be able to grow and develop individually,
Get the best out of
professionally.
For me, I think it's also being able to enhance collaboration across the different groups. No? Because there's also a study I read somewhere lang na women in the organization help promote fairness and collaboration.
And striking a balance, diba?
Correct.
For me, what we bring to the table is our unique perspective as women leaders. The empathy that we bring into our leadership roles. The collaborative approach that we also bring to the table. For me, that is really critical because it creates a safe environment for everybody to feel comfortable in speaking up, giving everyone their voice. Because I don't believe anybody has a monopoly of the best ideas. Everybody must be heard.
Agree.
And for women leaders, that comes naturally to us.
To us. It's in our DNA. What are still the challenges that we are facing? Even up to this modern age, na there's equality everywhere supposedly.
Kasi being a woman, diba, you're also a mother, a wife. So having that diba, dual triple roles that, diba, the many hats that we play, there's still that expectation that while you are a career woman, we cannot let go of our responsibilities at home. One of our challenge really is being able to strike a balance between work and home and family life, being able to juggle all those priorities, because all of those things are priorities for us.
And I also talk to my kids and to my husband. Ito, crucial, critical period. Please do not disturb me, even if it's a Saturday, just for now. Something like that, diba? But for important events in their lives or when they're sick, of course, I prioritize family. So, yun lang. And I'm also happy with the recent laws. There's more support for women in the office.
For me, I think despite of the progress, I think we are still challenged with gender bias and promotion and the limited seats at the top level of the decision-making process. So I think that, as women leaders, we have to continue to advocate that it's really important for women to be at all levels.
What has been the greatest lesson that you've learned, which we can share to the younger generation or the newer members of the team?
Siguro one of the things that really stuck to me, as long as your heart is in the right place, go for it. Because you can't please everyone 100%.
Whatever you do, if you really like what you're doing, it's not work Diba? You like it. So, parang that's one. And then third, hindi siya burden kasi you like what you do And then yung respect. I think, he always tells me na, you need to respect people regardless of rank.
One of the reasons, and I suppose why we also stay this long in the company, is really that learning never stops. Well, in an industry, the telco industry, tech industry,
very
diba?
fast-paced.
Yeah, diba? Everything is very dynamic.
Right.
So you have to keep abreast of what's happening.
We need to be relevant.
Technology, in terms of our business.
For me, the very important lessons that I've learned from mentors, first, we have to keep being resilient in face of adversity. We should never stop believing in ourselves. We have to really feel and know the value that we bring to the table, our capabilities, our capacity, to really improve the ways of the company. And we have to keep investing in ourselves to make sure that, we stay curious. Finally, I think we have to seek mentorship as well. And we have to find that circle of trust on the people that we can trust. We only have good intentions for us.
Yeah.
Continue to seek their feedback.
Yeah.
Make sure that, we can improve ourselves as
Yeah.
well.